everybody, I'm Scott Owen Miller. Today on Sam IT, we are going to be answering that age-old question, what is the difference between SAN and DAS? This one's actually a little bit weird because both of these are actually misnomers. You can't put your hands on a SAN or a DAS. They're things that we use, they're concepts, they're how we apply things. Neither of them is actually a thing. Now before you run out and grab a device and show me your SAN, let me explain a little bit. What is used as a SAN or a DAS is called a disk array. That is the box that contains one or more disks or storage devices that is then presented onto other things as a disk or as disks. What makes a disk array part of a SAN is by attaching it to a storage area network. The SAN technically is the network that that disk array is attached to, not the disk array itself. That's just the disk array. An array is used loosely because it could be a single disk. A DAS is the exact same disk array, but attached without the storage area network, so plugged in directly to the device or devices that would use it. And yes, it could be multiple devices. There's no limit to how many things a DAS can be plugged into. It would simply be controlled by how many ports are available on the DAS itself, and they are available with from 1 to hundreds of ports, hundreds being very uncommon, but 4 to 8 being pretty common. So SAN and DAS are use case scenarios. We use the terms loosely because people assume we're talking about a disk array, and we don't want to have to say things like, my disk array is used as a SAN, my disk array is used as a DAS. So we say, I have a DAS, I have a SAN, and people understand what we mean. But knowing that that's what we're actually talking about does matter because it makes it far easier to explain why the names work the way they do and why there are two names for essentially the same thing, because we are naming the use case, not the device. The device is always just a disk array. So, the only difference between a DAS and a SAN is whether the device is directly connected or connected through one or more switches between the device and the things that use it. Hence the names Storage Area Network and Direct Attached Storage, SAN versus DAS. That's all there is to it. There is no difference to them, and no matter how many times someone tells you that SAN does one thing and DAS does another, that is completely and utterly false. See all the videos about how USB drives can be SAN and SAN can be much simpler than you think. Neither of these terms implies anything except for block storage from a disk array, either over a network or directly attached. Absolutely nothing more. Repeat that over and over again until you're not tempted to assume that one of the terms means something more than it does. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe, put your comments below, and as always, feel free to sponsor us on Patreon.